Today we will rank the top 20 strongest characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. You will never guess who is at number 1, so watch the full video. At number 20, there is Choso, the big brother. Choso is one of the death-painting Wams who was created by Kenjaku. He mainly uses blood manipulation, which is a very rare technique. Choso almost killed Yuji in Shibuya. He also defeated Naoya with Supernova. He is very strong, but not top level. At number 19, there is Miguel. He was so lucky that he survived both Gojo and Sukuna. His curse technique is called Prayer Song, which increases his physical capabilities. In the past, he also possessed the Black Rope, curse tool that can cancel out the effects of curse techniques. But you all know what happens if you fight a weird dude like Gojo. At number 18, there is Mahito, the Crybaby. He is an unregistered special grade. His cursed technique is called Idol Transfiguration, which allows him to reshape souls. With the help of this ability, he can heal his wounds and transform into anything. Mahito also has a domain expansion called Self-Embodiment of Perfection, in which he creates a condition where he is automatically connected with the souls of anyone inside and can transfigure them at will. His control over the technique is flexible, much like Satoru Gojo, but he got beaten by some random kid. I mean, a talented kid. At number 17, one of the biggest frauds of Jujutsu Kaisen, Naoya Zenin. He got humbled by his younger sister. Naoya was the youngest child of Naobito Zenin. He has the projection curse technique, which allows him to turn 1 second into 24 frames. He has great speed, but he does not have great strength. In the fight with Maki, he was brutally beaten by her and later got killed, so this is a perfect place for him. At number 16, there is Uraume, Sukuna's secret wife. Uraume is an ancient freezing sorcerer who lives with Sukuna. His technique gives him the ability to create and manipulate ice. He can also produce positive energy, and his regeneration ability is very fast. If we look at his battle, when he fought Atsuya Kusakabe, who is a first-grade sorcerer, Kusakabe felt that Uraume's technique was out of his league. Uraume could kill multiple Jujutsu high sorcerers, but Yuki saved them at the last moment. At number 15, Kinji Hakari, the Jackpot Kid. Hakari is a powerful sorcerer. Even Gojo himself hyped him as someone who could rival his power in the future. His technique revolves around luck and gambling. If he wants to use his full strength, he needs luck. In his domain, when he hits the jackpot, which lasts for 4 minutes and 11 seconds, he becomes completely immortal due to his reverse curse technique, which regenerates any part of his body. Hakari has broken power, but it is luck-based power, and gamblers do not deserve high ranking. At number 14, Jogo, the Volcanic Curse. He is one of the strongest cursed spirits in the series. He was much stronger than grade 1 sorcerers and even some special grades. He one-shot Naobito Zenin and burned half of Nanami's body. His domain creates a volcanic environment with lava, which is a major boost for him. But this guy was destroyed by Gojo and Sukuna, who are the strongest in the verse. So many people underestimate him. At number 13, Maki, my wife. Yuta's wife, the Zenin clan killer. At the start, Maki was very weak. She was born with a heavenly restriction, which stopped her full potential. But after awakening, she single-handedly killed the Zenin clan, which contained multiple grade 1 sorcerers. In the manga, the author compared her to Toji, but I cannot put her above him or equal to him because Toji has more experience. Sorry, Maki. At number 12, Hajime Kashimo, the god of lightning, who joined Kenjaku's Culling game specially to fight Sukuna, but he became a glazer of Sukuna in the middle of the fight. Kashimo is one of the strongest sorcerers who lived around 400 years ago. He was the strongest sorcerer of his era and became one of the strongest players in the Culling game without using his full power. His cursed energy possesses electricity properties. Every physical hit he lands discharges electricity, which puts more damage on his opponent. He does not have a domain expansion, so that is why he focuses on his other ability. At number 11, Toji Zenin, the monster who almost killed Gojo without any cursed energy. He has a similar case to Maki, but even better. Toji is also heavily restricted, but after unlocking his power, he became an absolute monster even without a single cursed technique. He has immense strength and speed. Even Gojo was shocked to see his speed. Domain expansion does not work on him because he has no cursed energy, so the domain registers him as an object. At number 10, we have Megumi, the potential boy. Megumi is a shadow sorcerer of this generation. He has so much potential. Even Gojo believed that he could become stronger than him in the future, but we all know how much stronger he became. I only placed him at 10 because of his ability to summon Maharaga, the strongest Shikigami. Maharaga has a very powerful ability to adapt to any phenomenon. With his strength, I do not think anyone lower than him can defeat this monster, and even those above are not fully safe. At number 9, Yorozu, the obsessive sorcerer. She was one of the strongest sorcerers in the Heian era who was obsessed with Sukuna and reincarnated into Tsumiki Fushiguro during the Culling game. Her technique is called construction. This ability recreates any non-living substance by converting cursed energy into matter from nothing. She has an open domain with a mushroom-like structure that guarantees her construction hit. Her battle with Sukuna is one of the most intense fights. She wanted to teach Sukuna love through battle. At the start, she gave a good fight to Sukuna, but later he summoned Mahoraga and killed her. At number 8, Yuki, the special grade sorcerer. Yuki has one of the best combat skills in the series. Her innate curse technique is called Star Ray, which allows her to apply virtual mass to herself and her Shikigami. This virtual mass massively boosts her physical striking power. She also has reverse curse technique and a domain expansion, but we never saw her domain in the manga because she was killed by Kenjaku before she could show it. At number 7, the mastermind Kenjaku. He is the main villain of Jujutsu Kaisen, who is very smart and has lived for over 1,000 years. His main ability is brain transplant, which allows him to take his brain out and put it into someone else's body, even if the person is dead. When he does this, he fully takes over that body along with the memory and curse technique. He did the same thing with Geto's dead body and Yuji's mom. Kenjaku has many abilities, like reverse curse technique, anti-gravity system, and an open domain expansion, but his main ability is his knowledge. At number 6, the Divine General Mahoraga. He is the strongest Shikigami, who possesses immense physical ability, but his main ability is very broken. He adapts to any phenomenon, no matter what it is. When Mahoraga gets hit by any object or technique, the wheel above his head starts spinning, which shows he is adapting to it. If he fully adapts to a technique, there is no way to kill him. He can only be killed if you do not give him a chance to adapt. At number 5, the biggest fraud of the series, Yuta, the copy sorcerer. I personally hate him, I mean, who does not? Yuta is a special grade from the start. His main ability is copy, which allows him to replicate any sorcerer's technique and use it himself. Once he copies another technique, he stores these techniques in Rika. He also manifests the Queen of Curses, Rika, who is also top tier. Rika provides him with limitless cursed energy and helps him in the middle of battle. After Gojo's death, Yuta came to fight Sukuna. He landed some heavy attacks on Sukuna, which made Sukuna bleed, but Sukuna attacked with slashes and sliced Yuta badly, knocking him out. However, Yuta survived the battle. At number 4, Gojo, the Honored One. Many fans may hate me after this, but Gojo himself said that he could not beat Sukuna even without Mahoraga. He is one of the strongest characters in the series, who has both 6 eyes and the Limitless technique, which makes him overpowered. His Infinity creates an invisible barrier that does not stop attacks but slows them down. He also has techniques blue and red, but among them, the strongest is purple, which is created by the combination of red and blue. It is a very destructive attack that destroys everything. Gojo also has a domain called Infinite Void, one of the strongest domains in the series. His domain does not attack physically. It overloads the opponent's brain with infinite information. Even Sukuna could not fully handle his domain, but I do not think Gojo can beat true form Sukuna. At number 3, the King of Curses Sukuna. He was born in the Heian era. In his era, he was known as the strongest sorcerer. He fought all sorcerers and killed them. In his true form, he completely becomes a monster with 4 hands and 4 eyes. This form is also called perfect for a sorcerer. His core ability is Shrine, which allows him to unleash invisible slashes and flames, including cleave and dismantle, and also allows him to make an arrow of hellfire, which is stronger than Jogo's fire attack. He also has a domain called Malevolent Shrine, which is an open domain because there is no barrier. He uses a binding vow to boost the effective range. Everything in the range gets shredded non-stop until the domain ends. Against Gojo, he could not use his full power and still killed him. It is stated by Gojo himself, so that is why I put him over Gojo. At number 2, Dabura, the most talented person in the series. He is introduced as the main villain in Jujutsu Kaisen new manga Modulo. He is an alien who is considered stronger than Sukuna by the author. In the current fight with Mahoraga, some people say that he is losing to Mahoraga, but if you notice, he is fighting against a fully adapted Mahoraga. At the start, he was holding back against Mahoraga, but after getting serious, he dominated the fully adapted Mahoraga, which is a crazy feat. He can manipulate light at his will, and he also has the speed of light. He learned domain expansion and reverse curse technique in the middle of the fight, which puts him above both Gojo and Sukuna. Now, the strongest character of the series is Yuji. At the start, Yuji was not that strong, but in Modulo, he became immortal and stopped aging. Now he has 100 years of experience, all of Sukuna's abilities, and can perform Black Flash at will. He casually breaks parts of a city with his dismantle, and also beat Mahito with one hand in his pocket. I think Gojo and Sukuna both cannot beat Yuji even if they team up. Share your list in the comments. If your list is perfect, I will pin your comment. Before leaving, please like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.